Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending today's presentation's Veterans Career Readiness. My name is Robert Cunningham. I'm a career coach and a retired veteran, and I will be your presenter today for Veterans Career Readiness. Today's presentation is to assist you with gaining knowledge on how to prepare yourself for your career. And some of the things that we will do today will illustrate to you on how you can be better prepared for your future. So let's get started. Today's objectives are connecting with career services, career readiness services, self-assessments with focus 2, exploring careers and labor market, appointment making and career quest, and the do's and don'ts. And at the end, your questions. So let's begin with career services. Career Services Department consists of myself as a career coach and specializing in the military and veterans specialist, Chastity Duron, a career coach and an excellent career relations specialist who assists our military spouses as well as our veterans and active duty military with finding possible opportunities. And then we have Caitlin, who is not only a career coach, but also our student organization specialist. So if you have questions about our organization, that would be the point of contact you would like to reach out to. And of course, every team has to have a leader. Dr. Keith Cullen, he's our Director of Career Services. The services that we do provide for our students and alumni will fall under these categories: career and degree exploration. I know, like you, I found myself asking myself when I was in school, what careers can I get when obtaining this degree? So, having that insight will definitely help you to decide if you're on the right path or not. Another service that we do provide is personality assessments. I will show you later that your personality, your skills, and other valuable assessments can help you with gaining access to that dream job. Resume and cover letters. I can't tell you how many times that I spent thinking that I had the right resume for that job, and when in fact I had nothing. I'll tell you a little story. I used to put down, and I'm sure a lot of you have done the same thing, taken my professional evaluations and slapped it on my resume and looked at it and said, yes, I am the great candidate, when in fact it had nothing to do with the job and it had nothing to do with the needs of the employer. And at Career Services, we can help you with that to overcome that hidden barrier. There's different formats. So you have to be aware that not one resume is going to cut it. You're going to may have to have various ones, I'm sorry, that will help you to gain that position. Another thing that we help our students and alumni with is practice interviewing. Interview preparation is very important, especially in today's employment market. It's very competitive. So knowing a little bit about the company, knowing what questions to ask during the interview, knowing how to answer the questions from the interviewee can assist you in gaining that position that you really want. Another thing that we assist with is networking skills. When I got out of the military, I didn't understand what networking was, so I had to learn it. If you want a really good return on investment, polish up on your networking skills. Utilize our coaches because I promise you, you will gain a lot of skills in the networking aspect to help you to obtain a position. Social media branding is a very important, if not vital part of your marketing strategy for obtaining a new position. At Columbia Southern University Career Services Department, we offer assistance in creating yourself a great marketing brand in LinkedIn. It's the old saying, it's better to be branded yourself than to have someone brand you. So we know a lot of tricks, a lot of things that definitely works to bring the individuals, networking people to your particular page. Next things that we help our students and alumni with is job strategy. Job search strategies can be tricky, and not knowing how to look up and understand what their employers are asking for in their job descriptions can be detrimental to your success when applying for employment with that particular company. So those are some of the things that we do help our students with and our alumni as well. So please keep that in mind when you're thinking about reaching out to one of us for services. The next thing we're going to take you to is personality assessment and clarifying your plan with focus 2. I don't know about you, but when I got out of the Navy, I thought all they wanted was to see my resume. I didn't know that finding the right job took more than just my resume. It takes your personality, your skills, your interests, your values, and it all equals to a great opportunity. I myself had done some career assessments and I learned so much more about myself. And knowing who you are at the start makes it easier for you to sell that self of yourself to the individual that you're trying to obtain employment with. The tool that we use is Focus 2. Now, Focus 2 is a brand new platform from us. It's an online career major education and planning system. And today, I want to take you explore Focus 2 so you give you some insight to know what to expect when we are talking to you about Focus 2 on the phone. So here we go. The first thing you would want to do is reach out to one of our coaches, including myself, and say, hey, you know what? I love what I heard. Hook me up with some Focus 2 information. So we will give you access and help you set up your Focus 2 account for you. Then once you get your credentials, you log in, select student, continue. Now, for the purpose of this presentation, I already went ahead and I did the evaluations for my personal self-assessment. As you can see, you can take one or you can take all 5 of these. But at the end, I would recommend taking all 5 because it gives you a broader spectrum of where you're at and where you want to go. So the next thing, once you complete your evaluations, you want to click on Next. Now, when you do that, click at least 2 fields: your work interests, your leisure interests, your skills, your personalities, or your values to get you some type of information that will definitely help you to figure out where you would like to go. For today, I'm going to go ahead and click on them all. Hit continue. It will take you to the next page, your results. Now, with that said, there's 53 occupations appear in 3 of the assessments that I took. So let's go with that one. Now, over to the far left is your occupation side. It says here that I'd be a good artist agent, business professional, camp director, a chaplain. And it goes on and on. But for today, we're just going to stick with up here uh, a business professor. And over to the right, it says supported majors that Columbia Southern University has to offer our students to who wants to become a professor in business. I hope this section was helpful. And if you have additional questions, please do not hesitate to give us a call so we can help you with that. Now, once you figure out the type of degree and the kind of job you want, ONET can take it a little further. This is where labor market information comes into play. For our military people and our veterans, right here, Attention Veterans, My Next Move is a great resource. But for right now, I'm going to just take you into what you will do in ONET. The first thing you want to do is click in this section and pick your occupation. You can type it in and it will take you to, I'm going to go for this presentation, I'm using Safety Manager. Click Next. And then it will give you a selection of different industries, different type of jobs, titles that have occupational safety and health within it. The first thing you would notice is a summary report, and it gives you a sample of reported job titles. Now, if you see, certified industrial hygienist, for example, that means you may need a certification. That's one thing you want to do research on and see if there's additional education because you don't want to think one thing and reality be another. You go down here further and you got your tasks. This task section is really good to help you to jog your memory on the things you did in relation to the type of um, employment opportunities you were looking for. Also going to help you with developing your accomplishment statements for your resume. You go down further and it helps you to develop your skills, knowledge, abilities, work activities, details. And down here, which is the most important part, it also gives you an opportunity to see what type of education that is required for this type of position. In this case, it's 73% of the people that are in occupational safety and health has a bachelor's degree, 18 with a master's, and 5% with a post-secondary certification. Now, you're probably sitting there and say, okay, the most important thing to me is how much money I'm going to be making. And that makes sense because you want a return on investment after you get your degree. So, for argument's sake, we're going to go for the state of Alabama because that's where we're located. And we're going to hit next or go in this case. And you can see in the state of Alabama, with just a bachelor's degree, your starting salary is about 38,000. Now, if you have certifications, that can also bring up how much money you're going to make. So let's take a look at that as well. You'll see all this additional information here that can help you find a position. Now, there's additional information here that I can help you with, Chastity can help you with, and Caitlin, and even with Dr. Cohen about, finding occupations and things of that nature. So, I won't go over too much more about ONET Online. Now, I will take you though to the my next move for the military and the veterans in our group today. All you got to do is click on next and it will take you to this next screen. Now, you're wondering, well, what kind of jobs can I have when I was in the military? Well, you select your branch of service. I'm going to go with the Navy because I know a little bit more about it since I am a retired Navy guy. And then you can type in, we go with stay with Safety Manager, click on Find, and it will give you additional information about the type of jobs that you could find with the experience that you have in the military. So, click on the specialist. It gives you additional information along with what you saw in the first phase of ONET. This gives you additional information as well. The outlook, the education, and you can definitely explore more about where you can obtain your certifications, what industry, what organizations, sanctioning bodies that provide certifications that is meaningful to you in your future. Is there any questions regarding ONET or my next move? Okay, we're going to go to our next section, which is you've done your homework, you did your research, you looked at the industry, you looked at your local labor market information. And the way you can find that is reaching out to your local workforce board. That's what I would do. Is because their information is updated. It's one thing about ONET, it could be anywhere between 6 months to 18 months out of date by the time they get it on here. So check out your local workforce board for the latest labor market information on a particular industry or position. Now, with that said, when you're in Career Quest, you can not only make an appointment, but you can also find on our job board positions that are relating to the industry that you're into. So when you create your Career Quest account, make sure you do yourself justice by putting in the information about what industry, who you are, what you want. So when Chastity works with them, can have a pick of our qualified students or alumni. So do yourself a favor and I'm so sorry, but complete your profile, upload your resume, cover letter. So when you make an appointment with one of our coaches regarding your resume and cover letter, we can review it. No documents, no reviewing. Another thing about resume appointment making, please allow us at least 2 to 3 days so we can properly review your resume. All you have to do when making a resume appointment or any other appointment after you're in Career Quest, select appointments, and I'm going to take you through the process. Give me a second here. This computer's a little slow right now. Select a day and time that you would like to have your appointment. Oh, we're already in October. Sorry about this. Select the appointment by doing so. And select I'm showing myself right now, but you can you can select any one of us to be your coach during the appointment. Book an appointment, and what you want to do is preferred appointment type. You have career services overview, career and degree exploration, resume and cover letter review, practice interviewing, job strategy, as well as LinkedIn profile review. And like I said earlier, LinkedIn is a very important tool to help you behind the scenes to create an opportunity for you to gain some insight of possible employment opportunities by networking. And the next thing you do is enter your name, select the times that you would like to have, and these times are going to be when we're available. And so you don't have to worry about them overlapping or anything of that nature. The location will always say Columbia Southern University, so you don't have to worry about that. Again, if you like to have a resume review / cover letter review, ensure your documents are uploaded. And if you have problems, you can always reach out to Career Services and inform them that you're having difficulties, and you can email it to us. As long as we have a document to review, we can help you. And the next thing you do is select appointment, book appointment. And that's it. You're done. So that's how easy it is to make an appointment in Career Quest. Is there any questions? Now, the do's and don'ts of preparing yourself to become career ready. This is my favorite part, I guess, because I did a lot of don'ts preparing myself after the military for gaining gainful employment. So here we go. The first thing you don't want to do is wait to the last minute to start your process. I have a dear friend who told me, trust the process, but don't wait to start the process. Give yourself, if you know you're going to get out in the next couple of years, give yourself between 24 to 18 months to prepare. There's so many things that TAPS, Transition Assistance Program, don't teach you. You want to look at the labor market of where you're planning to go. You want to start reaching out to people in that area and you're networking. Reach out to the local workforce board. w- Hook up with a veterans representative. A veterans employment specialist is on hand to assist you with things that you may not know while you're still in the military that could help you once you get out. Next thing, create a targeted resume. What does that mean? Well, what it means is when you're applying for a job, you look at that job description, you look at what you have. 9 times out of 10, what you have is not going to match what their needs are. So you got to tailor that resume to meet their needs. I like to say, create a trailer. All you're trying to do with your resume is to intrigue them, entice them so they can give you a call. So you got to have that information that is going to stand out, that brings value to that employer. Nothing else. If it doesn't bring that employer value, take it out and only give yourselves an opportunity to get calls. Reach out to one of our career coaches. Make that appointment so we can help you to obtain that goal of obtaining gainful employment. Like I said, networking is very important. Please do not misunderstand the importance of networking. I know that there's a lot of people out there that I know for a fact we got clubs that are in Facebook. We got alumni. We got students that are in Facebook that may be in your industry. And you have the opportunity that other people don't have is to network with your fellow students, your alumni, your fellow veteran, your fellow military, all in one place. And this will help you to build a network of opportunities. And someone asked me, well, how do you get out there if you don't know this person? Well, first of all, you want to make it about them. You see this person on LinkedIn, for example, and you like the company he's working for or she's working for, and you like what they have to offer. So if you never met this person, all you got to do is send them a quick message just saying, I see that you're a leader in your field. I understand your time is valuable. All I want to know is how do a candidate get selected within your organization or something along that line. And I promise you, probably 80% of the people that you send something like that to will reply, and you can build a rapport from that. And there's other tricks. So don't forget to call us because we have a lot of insight on networking. Another thing that's important, I know firsthand that civilian attire is very important. I did not know that attire also meant your shoes. For your military people, do not go into a company wearing your core frames, those really bright, shiny plastic shoes. They're obnoxious and they squeak really bad. And everybody will know you just got out of the military. So you don't want that stigma on you because they say the first impression's the everlasting one. Trust me, I've done it. So don't do it. Don't get tunnel vision is a very important avenue in pursuing gainful employment. And what I mean by this, let's say, for example, you're an electronic technician and you want to work for Raytheon, which Raytheon is a great company to work for. Majority of the military who have the electronic background works for Raytheon. But the average time frame between applying and hearing back is 45 days. In that 45 days, you stop looking, there's other opportunities you're missing. So, with that said, continue to search, continue to look for new opportunities because Raytheon is not the only player in town. There's other great companies that could utilize your expertise, your experience, your skills. And one other thing, take this time to focus on you. Take this time to gain more certifications, to learn more about Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Because I tell you, in a lot of companies, they're testing people to see how they can weed out some people. They're all great candidates, but I got to choose. So a lot of companies are choosing to test them in the normal Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel, and Word to see where they are because what they expect is you to come in to make their lives a little better. So please make sure you take this time and invest in yourself because it's truly important. When you invest in yourself, you're going to do a lot better. You're going to be better prepared. And finally, do not forget to connect with one of us. We're here, we understand, and we can definitely relate, and we never forget what it's like to be on the other side. When we review your resume, it's not about to show you how smart we are. It's to show you that you have someone that is on your side to assist you to overcome that barriers. Now, there's a lot of things that I left out today. It's on purpose because of the simple fact your time is valuable. And you probably wouldn't remember. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Do not forget to contact Career Services for any of your questions. I don't care how large or how small the question is, give us a call because we're here to assist. Now, talking about assisting you, here's our contact information. Career Services offices are Monday through Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and everything we do, including the appointments, is in Central Standard Time. And on Fridays from 8 to 3 Central Standard Time. You can reach us at 800 977 8449 at extension 6551. Or you can email us at careerservices@columbiasouthern.edu. And sincerely, we do look forward to assisting our students and alumni and to assist you in regards to helping you to gain access to gainful employment to help you with your professional goals. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to give us a call because we're here to help you. Well, that concludes our presentation for today. If you have any questions, do not hesitate, like I said before, to give us a call. I hope you and your family have a wonderful rest of your week. And thank you very much for your service to our country and for your commitment to Columbia Southern University.